If your lyrics sound meaningful but don't quite connect, well, this is probably why. Vague can feel safe, but the problem is it often results in a pretty weak emotional impact with our listener. In this video, I'll unpack why and give you some solutions to overcome that common problem. You cut me like a knife, and I'm bleeding out. Down on the ground, the shadows in my mind keep haunting me at night, and I wish I could forget you, erase you from my life. Right? This was me at 16, right? My brother gave me a mixtape of Sting songs while I was painting the drywall in my dad's basement. I thought that lyrics had to be phrases like sodium light and shattered like falling glass, right? And the thing is, when Sting sings them with his polished British vibes and this live string section in his smoky vocal, the lyric, it sounds about right, right? But me and my folk picking pattern, the more poetics I tried to give my lyrics, the less they seemed to say. But when I tried to be direct and just write like I talk, it felt wrong, like awkward. So here's the thing. We want our songs to elicit emotion, any emotion, and we're always writing about human experience. So strangely, the only way to translate true experience is to get specific. Now, we don't need to be specific all the time, and in fact, that doesn't result in a very strong song. So if my lyrics are something like, waiting at the bus stop, a drunk sky, spilling rain, the pant legs of my jeans wet pressed against my calves, the smell of wet newspaper and burnt coffee, dried leaves clogging the gutters. I mean, after a while, it's like, all right, I get it. You can write sensory language. Good for you. But what's the point? Why are you telling me this? Right? And furthermore, we would never talk that way to people when we're just trying to express something meaningful. We might have a line or two like that, but not section after section after section. So, detail can get heavy, like a laundry list. Eventually, there's got to be a point, or rather, a human connection. Specifics like this can weigh a lyric down, but vague can make a lyric float. So, lyrics tend to be a mix of those two things. Here's an example by Noah Kahan. It's called Stick Season. And I love Vermont. It's the season of the sticks. And I saw your mom. She forgot that I existed, and it's half my fault, but I just like to play the victim. I'll drink alcohol till my friends come home for Christmas. Now we're placed somewhere. Specifics like Vermont and your mom ground the lyrics so we're not floating. And then non-specifics like I just like to play the victim or half my fault or she forgot that I existed, they loosen it up and give it a human connection. Vague language asks the listener to do all the work, and they're not going to do it. Specificity gives us a ground to stand on. All right, being specific doesn't mean oversharing. It just means cut the drama and tell the truth. Nobody does this better than Tracy Chapman. Here's Fast Car. You got a fast car. I got a plan to get us out of here. I've been working at the convenience store. Managed to save just a little bit of money. Won't have to drive too far. Just cross the border and into the city. You and I can both get jobs and finally see what it means to be living. Right? There's no commentary there. It never tells me what to think or how to feel. It doesn't explain emotion. She just creates the conditions for me to feel emotion. We listeners, we connect to moments, not big themes. And abstract lyrics keep the listener outside. Specifics invite us in. Where do we go wrong as lyricists? Well, we stay big instead of small. I mean, imagine you had a coffee date with a good friend and you just blocked most of what they said with quick answers or kind of a high wall of defense like, yeah, I'm good. It was fun. It was fine. all good, it'll be all right. I'm really worried, but it'll be fine. This is the kind of language that is that vague, all-encompassing kind of language that just doesn't let the listener in. Now, we use small, specific images to combat this, opening the door to emotion. So next time you write a lyric, just identify one abstract word or phrase that you've written down and replace it with something specific. And don't be afraid to feel that awkwardness that sometimes comes along with giving up specific detail about your life or what you see in your mind. It allows the listener to walk around in your experience. If this helped you to hear lyrics in a new way, let me know in the comments. And next week, I'll look at why songs often get stuck and what's really going on when they do that we can do something about. If you like this video and found it helpful, like and subscribe to this channel. If you're looking for more in terms of your songwriting craft and a community, I invite you to the EMC Institute. This is a popular music school where I teach some classes. Some good friends and industry professionals of mine teach other courses to help us get better at music and communicate our ideas more effectively. Just click the link to learn more, and I'll see you there.